Hi, welcome. My name is Marlene. A little while ago, I did a video on first impressions of the Violette F Air products. I want to revisit the lip ones today, and I have been using them off camera. I have a little bit more of a experienced and more formed opinion on the lip product specifically. I have one different one that I didn't get to use in that video too to share with you, and I want to share my more well-formed opinions with you, let you know which ones I would not purchase again and which ones I do still enjoy going to and using. And we're gonna start with the one that I have not been enjoying and that I would totally not purchase again, and that is the Bisou Jelly. It is a sheer lip shine with a color. It says sheer lip shine on it, but it has a color. It's a two-phase kind of product. It has this like outer core of a clear balm, and then it has the inner core with the colors. I have really dry lips right now, and I do enjoy wearing a hydrating tinted lip product when my lips are like this sometimes. I just don't want to go in with a lipstick or something that might be a little less hydrating. So when I go for something like this, I want it to actually make my lips look better as the product wears off. When this is worn off, I expect it to leave my lips looking a little bit more hydrated and nourished and a little bit more well taken care of. This doesn't do that. This just sits on top of my dried lips. It doesn't like soak in and nourish, hydrate, none of that. It just sits there. And then this is uncomfortable to use sometimes. I don't know if you can see that little crater that's right, yeah. It's right there, the little crater. It's catching on my lips right now and it hurts and it's uncomfortable to use. It's just one thing that I don't like about this. Another thing is too, I need a mirror to actually use these, because if not, it gets messy. These two products don't incorporate together as easily as I would hope them to. That really hurts. Yeah, see, it's kind of, it does say to use the clear part on just above the outer part of your lip to apply it, but I feel like when I do that, I'm not going to get the cleanest application, especially considering that these do leave a little bit of a stain on the skin, and if I do go a little outwards, it's gonna stain. And then I'm not going to be able to get it off. And red lipstick is not something you really want smeared all over your face, because then you're going to have a little bit more of a kooky look. Product is starting to break apart, leave little crumbs on here. If I'm going to wear a tinted lip balm, I want to be able to apply it without a mirror. I want it to hydrate my lips as the color wears off. I want the application to be even. I just want it to be a little bit more effortless and comfortable. This is not going to hydrate my lips the longer I leave it on. I can tell you that just from experience. My lips are going to stay that crepey, wrinkly look that they do have. This is $29, and for $29, I don't think that it's worth it. I would much rather have a lip balm like this one. This has 0.08 ounces of solid product. This one has 0.34 fluid ounces. This is like $12, I think, and then this one $29. This one is going to leave my lips actually feeling and looking a lot nicer as the tint wears off. So that's one thing I like about this one. And for a tinted balm, which is pretty much what this is, it's a sheer lip shine, but it's supposed to be a kind of like a balm. It doesn't have that for me. And we're testing out the red lip theory right now. I have nothing on my skin except for just skincare. Now for the next products I'm going to try, I do need to have hydrated and moisturized lips. I'm going to do the Bisou Balm next. It's the sheer matte balm. This one I actually do enjoy using, and I want to give it its fair shot. And it does say on the website specifically that if you are prone to dry lips, to make sure that you have moisturized lips beforehand. So I'm going to take this one off. If I had time to let this sit, I would let this sit, but I'm going to try something else to hydrate and moisturize my lips. But I want to show you. This one is also, I put on too much. This is one's in the color Ruby. So it's kind of like a bit of a red color. This one I can be a little bit more messy with because it's not going to stain my skin. This one does give shine. It does moisturize, hydrate. It does leave my lips feeling healthier after the color wears off. Pigment's not as bright there. There is another one I have, but it's upstairs, so I'm not gonna go get it. It's the Summer Fridays lip balm. It has a little bit more of a darker tint to it. I don't like the smell on that one or the taste. It's like cough medicine. So I prefer this one over that one. And then this one is a lot more hydrating than the Summer Fridays ones too. And it's more affordable. I think the Summer Fridays one's in the high 20s as well. I think it's like $24. It does come with more product. The Summer Fridays tube is bigger. And for $12, and I think right now you can get like 3 of these for $31 on their website. Not sponsored. This is all just opinions. My opinions. So for that amount, I would much rather go for this than Bisou Jelly if you want a shine with a little bit of a tint. I actually think that did enough to hydrate my lips right now. Take this off. I think they're hydrated enough for we can go in with the balm. If you don't have perfectly hydrated and exfoliated lips, this one's going to catch on all the dead skin on your lips and it's not going to look as polished, but I do like how this one gives that very blurred. They describe it like freshly bitten or like freshly kissed type lips. Oh, this color is buildable. I do also need a mirror for this one because it can get a little stainy. This one is in the color Cheri. It's kind of more like an orangey reddish, where this one's kind of more of a kind of pinky kind of reddish. But this finish I really like. It's very comfortable, and for some reason it's a little bit more hydrating than the Bisou Jelly. My lips aren't gonna like feel like hydrated and healthy after I wear this, but this is very nice and comfortable. It's very light. That's what I like about this too. It doesn't feel like heavy makeup. I don't like this term, but the whole no makeup kind of look, it's like a color from within type thing. This formula is very pretty. You can layer it up. I kind of almost like want to keep applying more because of just how nice and silky this feels. And you can blur out your edges so it doesn't look as harsh. This one does leave a stain though after you wipe it off. That's what these ones are. So this one I would totally repurchase again. I have been really enjoying this and I really like how it makes my lips look. A nice way to give your face a little bit more life to it, make it look a little bit more lively in a way, because I said just like zero makeup on right now, but I feel like this does add a little bit more of a polished look. I don't know, I just really like this. Bisou Balm, yes. Bisou Jelly, no. Okay, now this next one is a lip stain. This is the one I didn't try on the video. This one is in the color Betise. Where are we doing these? It's a hydrating lip stain. Now, I have been using lip stains, hydrating lip stains. The one I have been using is the Dominique Cosmetics one. It's Pillow Soft Hydrating Stain. It's a lip and cheek stain. I'll see if I can swatch this out afterwards if this one doesn't sting too hard, or maybe at the end of the video. This one I have really been enjoying, and I do prefer the Dominique one over the Violet one. Sorry. This one is very pretty and very easy to apply. It's very comfortable. It is hydrating. Has a lot of shine. Does have a little bit of a taste to it. Now I'm going to take it off just so you can see the pigment that you're left with. It's a very natural pigment, I would say. Yeah, it's a very natural looking pigment. And my lips still feel hydrated and soft after wiping that off. Now I think that's the reason why I like the Dominique one, is this one has a little bit more impact in color. Now this one is a warm berry color, the Betise one. I forgot I had a slightly darker one. This one is Dahlia Noir. This one's a seductive deep plum that blends warm and cool undertones, blending red and black to create a bold statement. So let's do this one since it's a little bit more of a bolder color. This one smells like cough medicine. I don't enjoy that scent. And if you're curious on the applicator on this one, I like applicators that have this little like angled tip here. It is easier to go around and make clean edges. That is Dahlia Noir. It's a really beautiful color. This one I would purchase again. Now, the only reason I would hesitate to repurchase this, as comfortable and beautiful as this is, I guess it's just a preference thing for you as well if you do have a different lip tint that you do enjoy. This one is very hydrating, very comfortable. The pigment's very pretty. I really like the shine finish, and then after you take it off, it does leave your lips stained. A nice deep color. I really like that finish of the stain. It's still like, it's not drying, it's not really catching onto my dry skin too much. And then after you've dabbed that off, I do like the amount of tint that it does leave behind. I guess the only reason why I would hesitate is because this one is $29, $29. This one has 0.12 fluid ounces, and then this one has 0.158 ounces in it. So you get a lot more for less, and this one can be used for cheeks and lips. And I find that the color payout on these is a little better. So it's just preference. I like this. It is a good product. Only reason I wouldn't purchase it again is because I have something that I like just a little better for less monies. But of course, if you add a gloss on top of that stain, looks beautiful. So that's one thing I like about lip stains, is that you could just top it off with gloss to re-moisturize and still have that bold look. I'm gonna prep my lips again for the last of the Violet product. Last product is the Petal Bouche, which is in the color Cherise Desir. This one is the matte rose petal lips. You can build this product up. It is a liquid lipstick that dries down matte. This one is buildable, so I'm going to let that first layer dry. Try to even out those edges. And this is the one that you can build up to look darker, like that rose I talked about in the other video that Violette was trying to achieve that color of that rose that was so red that it almost looked black. This one I would totally purchase again because I just love the look of this. It just looks so freaking beautiful. It dries down fairly quickly. The first time I did it, I think I went in with the other layers on too quickly before the first layer completely dried. I had like little parts of like white patches like in the middle just because I didn't do my application correctly, but this one looks so freaking good. And even when it dries and my lips look all like wrinkly and stuff, I don't care. I still love the color of this. I love the finish. Just have to really prep your lips properly for this to look so freaking gorgeous and chic, but already as it is, I freaking love it. All right, I'm gonna build this up a little. Another layer. Gonna let that layer dry. I'm not gonna do the ombre effect. I already struggle enough as it is to even get a clean line drying around the outside of my lips, but I think that red lip theory thing is confirmed. I really like how it still looks like such a beautiful, bold, kind of like powerful woman type look with the red lip, and I don't even have anything else on my face right now. The main focus is like right there, and I feel beautiful with just the lip on. I really love this. I know I overlined. I went above, but it's giving me a really nice pout. Oh, I love this. So yeah, if you were in doubt what my opinion on this is, yes, I would totally repurchase this one again. This one is so freaking beautiful. I'm gonna do one more layer just to darken it up just a little bit. And like I said, these little wrinkle guys of dry lips, I don't mind them. When a red lipstick looks this freaking good, I don't care. I should not have. I tried to smear them together and I lifted up a little patch here. Don't press your lips together. Also try not to go over it too much. It's more kind of like little taps to build up. And if you're curious about the applicator, I feel like I would have liked it better to have that like little tip like the tints do. To have that little sharp little tippy tip. It would have been a lot easier to apply this, but it does have this flat tip. I just wiped this off. I always wipe off all my applicators before I put it back in the tube, just to avoid getting crumbs of dry product or dry skin in there. This is, what was that, like 3 layers? 3 layers, it starts to feel less comfortable, and it starts to have this kind of little bit of a stinginess to it. But that color though, I'm gonna take the slide away. So just red lips are amazing. This color is freaking gorgeous. Let me show you without these lights. I can't get over how good that color looks though. Okay, this is in a daylight. Let me turn this guy off. This is directly in front of the kitchen window. I love this one. So I don't mind the fact that it's kind of wrinkled up my lips a little. Got a little dead skin there. But I don't care because this looks amazing. So let's wrap it up real quick. Bisou Jelly, the 2-part lip shine, I don't recommend. I wouldn't get this again because it's uncomfortable to apply. It's difficult to blend the 2 colors. It does not hydrate. There are better things to get, like a lip balm. So this would be my only dud. Bisou Balm, beautiful finish on the lips. I really like the way that this makes my lips look all fluffy and just like the colors coming out from within. I love this one. I would totally repurchase the Bisou Balm again. The lip nectar, the lip tint, only reason I hesitate on it is because I have something that I like a little better and that's a little bit more affordable. But this one has gorgeous shine. I like how when you take off that shine, you have that really vibrant color left underneath. And you can just go on top with like a clear gloss or like another lip balm and your lips will still have that life in them and have that little bit of a polished look. Like I said, you don't even need to have face makeup on. Throw on a lip stain, carry a little lip gloss or a lip balm with you for touch-ups later, and I think you're solid. This one is if you're wanting to feel like a little bougie, a little sophisticated, a little more extra. The Petal Bouche. She's beautiful. Is it comfortable? Once you build it up to 3 layers, it stops being comfortable, which is what I have on right now. But that color is beautiful. And it's not cracking. And I can't stop looking at it. And I know I overlined, but whatever. I do struggle getting clean lines with it. The only thing I would change about it is the applicator. It does start to crumble up in here, which is an issue I had with the Black Moon Cosmetics lipsticks, and it's not an issue I have with some other matte lipsticks. That's the only downside I have with these, and that's kind of gross. But the little how it starts kind of crumbling apart and falling apart on the inside, but just try not to lick your lips. It's kind of hard not to. For me, it's hard not to. But yes, Petal Bouche, I would totally repurchase again because it is so beautiful, especially this color, and Cherise Desir. So that's my revisit on the Violette FR lip products. I hope this is helpful for anyone that's been curious about these products. I've had them for a little bit and been playing with them around the house, just wearing them around, seeing them how they feel. Every time I reach for that Bisou Jelly, I want it to work, but it just doesn't. That's the only one I would steer away from. All the other ones, please explore and have fun with. I think you would enjoy them, especially Bisou Balm. This is a very fun finish. This is the most everyday, low maintenance product out of all theirs that you could get. But yeah, if you just want to feel like a diva, just try this one out. But anyways, I'll let you go now. Hopefully some of this stuff was useful, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye. Take care. Okay, I have to show you the Dominique Cosmetics one. They have a lot of really nice things. I really like their concealer, their brow pencil, and these guys. And I think I have, what else do I have of theirs? Their powder. Their powder is really nice too. I'm not a powder person, but their powder is really nice. This one is in the color Satin Rouge. It's a lot less glossy, I would say. I do like the applicator a little bit more in the violet one because it is easier to clean up the edges. But this one is just as hydrating and the color is just as impactful. This color is beautiful too, by the way. Satin Rouge. Let me re-swatch the violet lip nectars. So Betise, which is the more berry color. Dahlia Noir. It's kind of like the more fuchsia burgundy color. So this is Betise and this is Dahlia Noir. And then Satin Rouge in the Dominique Cosmetics color. I feel like the violet ones have kind of like a milky kind of color to them. And then the Dominique one is just straight pigment. But this one feels a lot more comfortable, if I can say that. I'm gonna tap that off. And there is the Dominique one tapped off. A lot of shine there. Still very hydrated. And still a lot of pigment. So yeah, up to you. Both of them are really good, but I lean a little bit more towards this one. Oh, and that's them wiped off. Just so you have a baseline. Don't look at this one. This one looks kind of gross. Betise, Dahlia Noir, the Smeared Rouge. Okay, now bye.